was like 108 people in the waiting room. I love this waiting room feature on YouTube. It is so nice. All right. First things up, we have got to do the moderation to change it to subscribers only. If you are a subscriber, you can comment. Otherwise, you have to be a subscriber for 20 minutes or longer in order to send messages. I think that means, yeah, messages. It's called messages on here, chats. So we're trying to keep the spammers down and the graffiti and all that stuff that comes on these, the spam and all that kind of stuff. All right, look, everybody is commenting. Good evening, good evening. We got Gladys on here from Prattville, Alabama. I just call them as I see them. Cindy Melton, good evening from Illinois. Oh, now my nose is itching. All right, some people saying they hope Tony felt better. He did get to feeling better. I had to give him 3 nauseous pills today, early morning, noon, and evening, because he was just nauseous today. He was sick, throwing up and all that kind of good stuff. But tomorrow he's supposed to be going to have the endoscopy or whatever they call that thing. So I have to have him down there tomorrow at 9:30 for this appointment. We got to be in the place by 9:30. So hopefully they will find something. We need answers, but I am going to, if whatever the outcome is of this one, I'm going to keep pressing for different scans and different tests and till we can find out what's wrong, because he was sick the whole day long today. I mean, just deathly sick. He has been tested. That last stomach thing, they tested him for that gastro whatever stuff. They said he was fine. His stomach empty's fine. But I don't know. It's just really weird, y'all. All right. Tonight I'm drinking winter punch, and it is good. I don't know what could be wrong with them. So I don't even try to guess anymore, y'all. Dot Porter wants to know any news on the missing mail. We have had no news on the missing mail. I put in a report with the post office here, and I should get an email from them, but I haven't got anything from them. I didn't even get an acknowledgement that they're looking for something. I gave all the information to Pastor Paul. He took it to his mail carrier, and they were going to try to trace to see if they could find anything on their end. So just sit tight. And Pastor Paul said he'd gotten a check the other day, and the lady had mailed the check, I think he said December or January, and it just come the other day. So it must have been lost in the mail too. So it's it stinks when stuff like this happens. So I'm not going to mail anything else without putting tracking on it. I know that. Even if you have tracking, it's hard to tell. Does Tony have acid reflux? No, he does not have acid reflux. He does not have heartburn. He doesn't have anything like that. So, oh, maybe look in my spam from the post office. That's a good idea, because I usually do check my spam periodically, but I haven't since I sent that. So thank you for that reminder. When I get off live tonight, I will be checking out that. He has not been checked for that H. pylori. Several people have asked me about that. I don't think he has alpha-gal, because you can't eat beef. And sometimes if he eats beef at lunchtime, he's fine. If he eats it at dinner. Somebody said they seen Pastor Paul's car in my driveway. Oh, Lois seen that because Lois goes to Pastor Paul's church. She's on here. Yes. So Pastor Paul came by today for me to take him to the airport. The airport's about 45 minutes from my house. So that way they don't have to park and ride the shuttle and pay for parking and all that. I just zip them down there, drop them right off at the door. And then when they come back, I'll pick them right up. And that's the best way to get to the airport here, if you can get somebody to drop you off or pick them up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they looked for diverticulitis. He hasn't eaten any seeds of any kind. Like last night he had biscuits and gravy, and he was sick today. So hopefully they'll find out something tomorrow. This has been going on for 2 years, but lately it's progressively gotten worse. So before he would go for a long time without it, but lately it's gotten worse. So I don't know, y'all. I mean, a lot of people, it doesn't matter what he eats. So we've tried different things. It doesn't matter what he eats. If he eats crackers and cheese, or it doesn't matter if he ate biscuits and gravy. It's not that he had something spicy. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's in the evening time, he gets sick. We don't know if his kidney problem has gotten worse or not. He does have a gallbladder, but they said they checked it, so I don't know, y'all. It's just, we're just gonna keep plugging along and to see. So the endoscopy is tomorrow, and that's all I know. So last night he ate at 5 o'clock. And I told him before he ate, I said, "Are you sure?" "Yeah, be all right." So hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this soon. He did get to feeling better this evening after I gave him the third nauseous pill. I had to go up to the dollar store and get him some Pedialyte. He seems to just want Pedialyte when he gets these spells. So yeah, it's not acid reflux. I've had acid reflux a lot. Acid reflux is a little bit stuff comes up in your throat. He is not. He is gagging and puking. Everything inside him comes out, whatever he's ate for days. So he doesn't go back to the kidney doctor, I think, for a couple months, but lately his legs have been swelling. That's the newest thing this week. He's had some swollen legs, so we have got to tell the doctor that. But first off, we will go to the endoscopic thing. The endoscopic is where they put that tube down your throat to look at your esophagus and to make sure there's no blockage or anything. They said his stomach does empty normally. We did find that out last week. They only gave him a little liquid thing, but they said that liquid emptied normal, and he was fine. But it was up in the daytime, and they didn't lay him down. So, all right. I guess that's a lot about all his stuff going on. Let's see. Somebody said send him a message. Their dad is a urologist in West Virginia. Well, he has a primary care doctor, and then tomorrow he's going to have this test done, and then I've been the one following up. Every time he has a test, I follow up and okay, that came back normal. What other tests can we do? I'm pushing to get some other testing done here. So, let me see. Somebody else said they've been going. Oh, let's see. Yeah, he doesn't have any stomach pain. So that's a good thing. There's no pain. It's just extremely nauseous, throwing up, throwing up, throwing up, nauseous. I mean, to the point where he doesn't even know what's going on. He's so nauseous and sick. So let's see. Some people sending stuff. Oh, thank you, Diane. Yeah, he was so sick today. I finally got him a nauseous pill on his tongue, and he laid down and he took about a 3-hour nap. That's when I went to the airport today. I left him to go to the airport and come back. He was still sleeping. So we'll just have to see. Yeah, Jean Gray says, don't stop until you get answers. Yeah, I'm not sitting around this time. This has been going on too long. So we'll just keep pressing for some answers and see what else can be done. Our insurance, I'm not sure with our insurance if we can go other places. We have like, I don't know what you call it, HMO, a PPO, I don't know what that thing is, but they have the facilities all right here, and we use all of their doctors, all of their facilities. Now, if it's an emergency and you're out of town, you can go to an emergency room somewhere else. But other than that, they do the in-house doctors here. But let's see. They have done a colonoscopy before. I told the lady today, she did like a pre-appointment today for him to have this thing tomorrow. And I told her that the legs are swelling. She said, have you told his doctor? And I said, not yet. So I will probably send his doctor a note too. I'll probably just wait till tomorrow. Yeah, he does have Zofran, and we have been giving him Zofran. Yeah, I don't think he has acid reflux. If it is, it's the most severe case I've ever heard of. They did send him a prescription, and actually I'm going to have to try to pick that up tomorrow to see. Oh, so. Yeah, we've taken him to the ER 3 times. But each time they'll say, oh, you're nauseous. They run all these tests. They say, you're nauseous. Here's a nauseous pill. Go home. Follow up with your doctor. That's all they ever, that's all they ever said. Yeah, it's definitely not acid reflux. It's probably just all of, the diabetes and the kidneys and all that catching up, and something with his stomach is not working right. There's something definitely wrong, but I don't know what it is, y'all. Yeah, the ER is in no help. They're just there to like get your pain to go away, but he's not in pain. And I don't know what kind of doctor he's seeing tomorrow. I think it's just the test tomorrow, and then we'll follow up with I sent his doctor a message the other day and said, okay, the stomach test we did was worthless. It showed normal, but there's something definitely wrong. What else can we do? And then he said this next test. So well, we'll see what goes on with that. Let me get my little devotion book here. We got to read up on our little devotion book. Yeah, this has been going on. This started, y'all. He went to Colorado 2 years ago. At least 2 years ago. And that's when it first started. He woke up every day out there sick. And so when he got back, he thought maybe it was just the change in the altitude because he wasn't used to the altitude out there. But, oh, I can hear something. I thought somebody was in the backyard with the motorcycle. It's at the garage. He's down there testing his garage. He's working on a motorcycle. He doesn't have a problem with gluten. I think they will send him to a stomach doctor. I don't know. It's not Lyme disease or anything like that. I don't think it's that alpha-gal because he has ate hamburgers and was fine. And then other times, it's just in the evening time. Yeah, the hot tub is the only thing that gives him relief when he does this. So I don't think we've had this hot tub for a long time, and it wasn't anything to do. And when he's fine, he's fine. He might go. He used to go like months, 3 months, and not have an episode. You know, like I said, it's been going on over 2 years. His stomach does not hurt. He has no pain with it. Nope, not none of that. So it's a mystery, y'all. But I appreciate y'all trying to send me suggestions. And we'll just keep on going and see what else we can do. All right, tonight is Thursday, April 3rd, Exodus chapter 15. Moses cried out to the Lord. Not grumbling against God is the title. As an answer to prayer, unexpected funds from Alex's insurance had already paid for his dental treatment. Now another treatment was necessary. Where will I get the money for that? Alex grumbled. Resentful thoughts of heavy expenses filled his mind. At the time when a deposit to the dentist was due, however, a cash gift from a relative suddenly arrived. I felt ashamed, Alex said. I'd already seen how God had provided for me with the insurance payment. I shouldn't have grumbled, but asked him for help instead. When the Israelites entered the desert of Shur, they had just experienced God's deliverance at the Red Sea. His miraculous help, however, now seemed forgotten as they grumbled over the absence of drinkable water in the desert. The Hebrew word for grumbling refers to rebellion against God. The resentful response of the Israelites was very different from Moses, who asked God for help. Later, God graciously provided water for his people. In times of need, we can avoid grumbling by asking God for help as Moses did. Whether his help comes in miraculous ways, practical provision, people's assistance, or the strength to endure, we can trust that he hears us and that he cares for us. In the past, what may have caused you to grumble in times of need? How can you remind yourself to always turn to God for help, just as Moses did? Faithful God, you're my provider. Please help me to look to you in trust and to rely on you in times of need. That's a good one. Because a lot of times, a lot of y'all live by yourself. It gets very lonely. But if you know Jesus, God, you're never alone. So just always remind yourself, when you feel lonely, say, Lord, I know you're right here with me because I'm your child. And the word says you will never leave me or never forsake me. And just start praying to God. Read your Bible. You will feel his presence right there with you. And then you're not by yourself. You're never alone. All right, Mary Heineman said she finally figured it out. I think maybe that's commenting. Just keep pressing buttons, y'all. If you can't figure it out, keep pressing buttons. And I'm going to call out some people's names. Those that sent little tips. Denise Loudermilk and Maria Cordesius sent something. Now, I can't even see. Well, I can't even see who all sent. D. Loudermilk sent some. Joyce Frank. I can't even tell who all sent. It's not telling me that tonight. Well, oh, let me see. Denise Loudermilk sent some clapping hands. It's not telling me, y'all, tonight. Well, sorry about that. If you sent something, let me know in the comments that you sent something. And because I'm not seeing no trolls tonight. Yay! I love it, y'all. A lot of people need prayer tonight. Let's see. A lot of storms. Somebody sent me a thing. Billy Mills had a big storm coming toward them, and so pray for them. And a lot of bad weather places. Yeah, everybody give the thumbs up if you can. And I figured out today, if you can see the comments at the bottom of your screen and there's a little X right there, hit that little X. And when you hit the little X, it takes you back to like the main page of mine. And that's where you see the thumbs up. And then you can go back to the comments. Let's see. Gail Call says her niece lives about 45 minutes from me. Let's see. Trying to see all these. Tony did not open his presents yet, y'all. He was, like I said, it was 6:30, 7 o'clock, and he's like, I'm gonna go to the garage. He had just felt good enough to even go out. I mean, I'm talking, y'all, he was deathly sick today, deathly, where he cannot even function when gets his spell. So his birthday cards and some presents that y'all sent him is still sitting over here. And I will get him on video to open them as soon as we can. Like I said, tomorrow morning we got to go and do all this testing. That's going to be the biggest part of the day. He has not been checked for a hiatal hernia. So we'll just have to wait and see what the test does tomorrow. All right, anything else going on? I'm getting, let me see, something's coming through on my phone. One of my nieces is trying to call me, so I got to call her back in a minute. Jace did not come today. He had to go somewhere with his mom today, so she kept him today. And tomorrow we got appointments. So in a couple weeks, he's going to be coming on a more regular basis because Tiana is starting a new job in 2 weeks. So we're all going to pitch in and try to watch him. So I don't know how often we're going to have him, but I think pretty much on a regular basis between us and Brooke. All right, somebody said this, how old is Our Daily Bread in the large print? Well, you can get this Daily Bread in the large print if you want. You just go to ourdailybread.org. Or somebody on here said there's also a phone number. If you Google Our Daily Bread phone number, you might find it that way. Let's see. Let me see if I can get up any of these. Anything else? Rosie Golka sent something. That's all it's showing me. It's only showing me one name at a time. I don't know what's going on tonight, but sorry about that. If you sent Jules or Rubies and I missed calling your name, it's doing something tonight. Yeah, it does take a village. It takes a village to raise kids. So we're all going to try to help out with that because daycare is so expensive and it's really just not convenient. Since they've moved, they're farther away from this daycare. So, oh, Rebecca Crowfoot said that you can receive the daily bread over the internet and they read it to you. Well, that's good to know because some people can't read because of their eyesight. So that's good to know. All right, we got 850 on here tonight, so thank y'all for that. Thank you for showing up, being part of the Fireside family. Thank you for caring about Tony and praying for him. And Talisa said she practically raised her granddaughters. Yeah, I wish we lived closer, but one good thing is Trevor has to ride right by our house to get to work. So it's convenient. It's a long ways. The baby has to get up early and come, but he likes it here. When he comes in, he just grins because he recognizes this place now. He's been here often enough now. Oh, yeah, I just got the UPS man just came, dropped off 5 boxes of cookbooks. I was almost out of cookbook 1. I only had a few copies left. So I know I got so many new followers. So I got cookbook 1 back in stock. So you can order on their website or you can always mail me cash or check in the mail. And we always get the mail sooner or later. So, all right. Well, let me go ahead and get off here because I got to call my niece back and talk to her for a minute. It's been a long time since I talked to this niece. She lives in Hawaii. So with the time difference and stuff, I told her I would call her back at 8:30. Tony doesn't take any shots for diabetes. He does take insulin when he needs it. But, oh, don't forget to check my spam folder. I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to do that first, right when I get off here. Thank you, Eric, for reminding me, because I'd already forgot. Oh, Lord. All right, good night, everybody. Y'all stay safe out there. Let me go ahead and say